Hello Leos, thanks for tuning in for the May of 2020 Psychic Tarot reading. This is for Leo Sun sign, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. My name is Vickieverlie. I am the Rock and Roll Prophetess and the original YouTube tarot reader. Today we're going to be using my decks, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for the main portion. Then we will pull a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, also my own creation. Then finally we will pull 3 cards from the if you are level 2 Patreon person, there will be 3 additional cards pulled from the Songs for the Journey Home deck. I have shuffled these cards thoroughly in between. I also want to let you know that I've been reading professionally for over 30 years, and I've worked on the psychic lines. And when people are paying per minute, I learned, early on not to waste people's time. So I'm not going to waste your time and my time by talking in circles and saying nothing. I do a concise reading. I see what's here. I get to the point, and we go from there. So let's go ahead, and I've shuffled the cards in between, and let's do our loose shuffle, and let's let spirit guides and angels to pull out the cards for our Leo friends for the month of May of, one more off the top, 2021, the Witch card. All right, so also with this deck, the way I designed it, look at the words and shapes, and if they start talking to you, if you see one pop out, if you see a word pop out, or you see a shape pop out, or even if the word runs from one card to the other, you think you see it, that is the way you can get some personal messages from these general readings. Okay. Star is very prevalent in the spread. Star is at the top of the whole spread here, and it's pouring down blessings upon you in a most beautiful way. On one side of the star, we have some financial things. It's talking about some financial pressures that are going to be relieved or alleviated or taken off. You're not having to worry so much. Ask and you shall receive. If you're hearing message, you're asking, praying for things in spirit, they're going to be raining down the blessings upon you. A new path will be open and shown to you. A new path will be revealed. Because right when the star's magic dust or water pours down to the next card we have is the Fool. And the Fool is always about being open to taking a new path. It's looking up here at this financial stuff, and it's saying that a new path of financial growth and development will be revealed to you, and you will have, it will be prosperous. 4 of Rods, some of you may be, maybe you're being led to move to a new place, or maybe you might be working from home, or you might be moving to a new office, or even back to the office after an extended period of home. But whatever it is, it's a blessing as well. It makes you happy. So if you were at home and it's driving you crazy because they're kids and then whatever, then you get to go back to the office. If that's something you want, then this would be talking about that. The old way, it's going to be different though. Even if you do go back, the old way is not going to go work again. If you're going to make a new beginning, you want to truly make a new beginning and really go in a new direction, not go back to the same old thing. And I feel for many of you, I want to throw in also not going back to the same old routine again, or the same old people. Something may have been taken away from you where you feel kind of like cheated, and that might be the impetus or the thing that sort of pushes you to kind of go in this new direction. The bottom row just looks fabulous, starting with the King of Rods, which is probably you, whether you're male or female. This is the fire sign person. This is the Leo, the Aries, or Sagittarius. Initially, I did not feel like it was you for most of you, so it could be another fire sign person who is, going to be really helpful to you, and is going to bring you, not from the past, somebody new, but somebody, that's going to be very helpful and help make your wish come true. You have the wish card in this spread. That's super beautiful and wonderful. So you're going to be victorious. You're going to be triumphant. Your wish is coming true. The star is also raining down on the new path, but it's also raining down on this you being very victorious and triumphant. So there's some kind of, you're the winner. You come out ahead. You're the leader. You're the leader of the pack, they're saying. This could also be with this king energy, because the king energy is not just, older male. It's somebody who is more experienced. So You're not a novice anymore. You're not a child. You're a grown-up. You're not a trainee. This feels like for many of you stepping into a position of power. I'm going to put that as that came through really strong. Stepping into a position of power. I'm going to put that position of power. I'm just writing that down for your headline over here before I forget it. Yeah, stepping into a position of power, reclaiming your power, and totally being triumphant and victorious here. You know, if something's been taken away from you, well, Leos, you know, you're very prideful. You're not one that's going to sit around and keep taking it and take it. You're not a victim. So, you know, it's like, screw me once, shame on you. Screw me twice, shame on me. You're not even giving them the chance for the second time around here. It's like, you're like, okay, that's how it's going to be. I'm going off in this way. You know, I'm doing this thing. I'm going in this new direction. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our animal totem cards. I do want to announce real quickly that I am opening up for the solstice reading, which is like about a month away, but it's good to get in and get it early because it's only available for a limited time. So that will be available. You can find out that information below through my website. The readings are in the store section of my website, and all the links will be in the description of the video below. Well, let's get into our animal totem card for the month for our Leo friends. The possum. The possum often it's like the hangman, and sometimes it can be a card of waiting. But it's not necessarily. Possum is a very good, I love possums now. I used to not like them. I always had them living in my garage, and I was like, oh, that possum. I would try to scare them away and stuff. And the dog kills a couple of them a year usually. Sometimes they're babies too. It's sad, but the possums hung around and waited it out with me, and now I appreciate the possum. Dreamer of dreams, seer of visions. Pause, create space for enlightenment. Breathe. Keep your plans and ideas private until you know, well, I was going to say until you know who to trust, but it says know when to assert, and when to play dead. Yeah. The possum is a really spiritual card, and it is a night thing. And whenever I get the possum with the star card, a lot of times that tells me that this could be some kind of spirit guides and angels that are coming through to you, and you may in the night, in the dream time, you may be in the dream time where you're going to get some messages or through your dreams, but it may be like direct contact with a spirit guide, or even direct contact with someone who's passed on, who's reaching out and trying to get a hold of you or offer you inspiration. Really stands out to me. Offer you some inspiration or guidance, or some answers to the path that what you're seeking to know, the path that you're meant to go on. Look for signs and symbols and synchronicities as well as to this path. If you're sitting here watching, it's like, I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what path I'm supposed to go on. Synchronicities. When you have star and you have this, you're going to see some synchronicities. So look on license plate. I mean, everywhere. Just those little things that the universe is talking to us all the time. The universe is always broadcasting. And those little things that are, they come up in your social media, or you see a sign on the road, or a license plate, or a commercial on TV, or an ad on the internet, or whatever. Those little, don't just blow those off. Take it in, because you have two highly spiritual cards. So spirit guides and angels are definitely trying to communicate with you. All right, I hope that you did get a message out of this. For Patreon peeps, there's going to be 3 more cards pulled from the song from the Journey Home. If you did not get a message, then check out your sun, your rising and moon as well. I want to tell you about a couple things that I've got going on. I've added a new class, and I know many of you Leos are very creative. I've added a new class, and this is the final result where we're painting the Hamza and decorating it. But there's many layers of manifestation and palmistry and astrology. There's many layers, and I take you step by step through it. It's a work at your own pace, so if you feel like that's something that might interest you, you can find it in the class, in the website description, the video description. And also some of my artwork that I've done. This is actually an earlier part of that same painting that I just showed you. I've put together some journals and notebooks you can do for journals or for sketchbooks. There's some with blank for sketchbooks, and some are journals. So if you want something kind of beautiful to inspire you to do you can use a journal for just about anything. I mean, you know, regular journal diary, or it can be a manifestation journal, gratitude journal. But I do have them available, and by supporting independent creators by myself, I want to thank everybody who does consider that. I always do, and I even always try to shop local. But I'll always, myself personally, I will always go for an independent creator when I'm trying to purchase things. And even if it's not me, please do support other independent creators. And you may be one yourself. I wouldn't be surprised, Leo. All right, so thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoy my content, please hit the subscribe button. Remember that you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of May, and I'll speak to you soon.